Guys, so for today I have a fall drugstore tutorial for you guys. I did use all drugstore makeup items in this tutorial except for one item. I know, I feel like every time I'm always like, except for one item. And it's always the same item that I just can't compromise on. And it's my Anastasia DipBrow. I know, girl. But like I tell you guys in a lot of my videos, I do use my Jordana brow powder in the shade Brunette. Holy Grail brow powder, and it's only $2. And I know some of you guys are probably like, well, if you love it so much, why don't you use it? And that's just because I like to get more of a dramatic defined brow with the gel formula of the DipBrow as opposed to the powder. But believe me, I use that one and I absolutely love it. So you can easily just swap out the brow product with the brow powder by Jordana. But yeah, this is the look that I came up with. It's actually just a really nice kind of olive emeraldy green smoky eye. I was actually inspired by this really gorgeous gel liner that I received from BH Cosmetics. They sent me a bunch of gel eyeliners, and honestly they're so gorgeous. I'm actually thinking of doing some looks with some of the other shades just because they're so pretty. But one of them that really stuck out to me, was this one called Treasure, and it is just the most, it's a piece of treasure, really. It's just this really amazing, gorgeous olive emerald green color, and it has these specks of gold in it, and when you turn it, it kind of looks darker, but then when it hits the light, it looks like that really pretty olive green, and it's just the most amazing shade ever. So I went ahead and did a smoky eye with that shade and kind of paired it with this darker nude lip. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. A lot of you guys have actually been telling me that you love these fall colors on me, so thank you guys so much. And also, I really want you guys to like thumbs up this video if you guys want more fall tutorials, because I actually have a ton of fall tutorials planned. So like thumbs up this video if you want me to go ahead and do some of the fall looks that I've kind of have planned. And also like thumbs up this video for more drugstore makeup tutorials. Every once in a while I want to make sure that I do a drugstore makeup tutorial that's just all drugstore. So like thumbs up if you like the idea of that as well. And please leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on this look, and let me know what other videos you guys want me to film, because I'm kind of running out of some ideas. So let me know what your requests are. So if you want to see how I got this really nice olive green smoky eye for fall using all drugstore products, then just please keep on watching. So to get started, I'm going to go ahead and use my Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer. For foundation, it's going to be the L'Oreal True Match. I'm going to be using the shade N3 and N2 and mixing them together. And of course, to blend it out, I'm taking my Sigma F80 Kabuki. So I actually didn't even end up mixing the N2 with the N3. I just went ahead and put N3 and it matches me perfectly. And for concealer, I'm going to be using my holy grail lately. I've been absolutely loving this concealer, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I'm just going to be putting a ton underneath the eye just to highlight and conceal that area. I'm going to use a yellow-based powder, and this is the Hard Candy Luminizing Moon Glow Powder. And it does have that really nice like yellow base, so that's what I'm going to be using to further highlight, but also just to set that concealer. And then for the rest of the face, I'm going to be taking my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. This is an absolutely amazing drugstore setting powder, so I really love it. And this one's actually in the shade Translucent, so no matter what skin tone you are, you're going to be able to use this, and it will not leave a white cast. So I'm just taking my Sigma brush, and I'll leave all the brushes listed that I used down below. For bronzer, I'm going to take my Joe Fresh Bronzer Duo in the shade Sun Kissed, and just take that bronzer shade, really pack it on, and bronze up my face. And to further contour my face, I'm going to take my NARS Ita Brush and the NYX Matte Bronzer in the shade Deep. I absolutely love this stuff. So I'm just going to take a little bit and contour my face. For blush, I'm taking Jordana's blush in the shade Sandalwood. And for a highlight, I'm going to use Hard Candy's Tiki bronzer. So now for brows, I am going to be using the Anastasia DipBrow, which is not a drugstore product, but that's just because I really want to do, you know, my dramatic brows for today, just to kind of complete this fall look since it is on the more dramatic side. But you can use the Jordana brow powder in the shade Brunette, which I use all the time pretty much. I'm just using this again just to get more of that dramatic brow. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows off camera, and I'll be right back. So to get started with the eyes, we're going to go ahead and prime with our Sonia Kashuk Extreme Wear Eye Primer. This is actually the first time that I'm using this, but I'm going to be testing it out. So it's just basically a yellow based eye primer. I'm going to dip my finger in there and pop that on the eyelid. So I'm going to get started with some Makeup Geek shadows. The first thing that I'm going to do is apply the shade Purely Naked, and I'm just going to use that as a transition shade. Actually, I'm going to use Creme Brûlée. Just apply that above the crease. And then I am going to take the shade Purely Naked and just pop that right on top of that shade. Next, I'm going to take the shade Latte with the same fluffy brush, and I'm just going to pop that right into the crease, but I'm going to hold my brush upwards just so that I can control the product a little bit more. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the Sigma E35. It's just a smaller tapered brush, and I'm just going to put more Latte into the crease. I'm going to be using Latte as kind of our shade that the lid color is going to really kind of blend into. It's just basically a really nice tan color. And you can just go ahead and deepen it as much as you want. I'm just kind of deepening it to my liking. You don't have to go as deep as I'm going, and you don't have to go as light as I'm going. You can go even deeper. Just taking the E40 and blending it all out. So next I'm going to use the star of this show. This is the BH Cosmetics Gel Liner in the shade Treasure. It is a gel liner, but I'm going to be using it kind of as a cream base. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take this flat kind of concealer looking brush from RC Cosmetics. I have a RC Cosmetics coupon code down below for you guys if you want to get 10% off. But I'm just going to take some of that. This shade is absolutely gorgeous. It's like this monochrome olive green with specks of like gold in it, and when you like turn it, it just kind of changes different shades, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to take that and put it all over the lid. So I'm going to go ahead and take this blending brush right here. It's just a small tapered, and I'm just going to take it right into the crease and just really go over that line in between the lid shade and the crease, just to help it kind of smudge out and fade. So I'm actually going to go ahead and keep packing on a little bit of color. So after packing on a little bit of color, I'm just going to really lightly blend the crease again. Really lightly because it's pretty much already blended, and I'm doing it lightly because I don't want to make the lid color fade more again. But you still just always want to blend. So I'm just going to take my big fluffy Sigma E40 and just work it in circular motions all over the crease area. And now for the crease, I'm going to add a little bit more color. I'm going to take Latte and Creme Brûlée mixed in together. And I'm just going to very lightly, with just a little bit of product, work it into the crease. This is just going to also help blend again. So again, for the lid, I know you guys are probably like, more? But yes, I'm just going to apply a tiny bit more right onto the center of the lid. With the E40, I'm just going to go over it, just the crease area. Again, holding it upwards just so that the product is controlled and stays into the crease. So I'm just going to take a Q-tip and just clean the inner corner of my eye, just because there was some green that got down there. I'm going to take a small Kabuki that's angled like this, and some of that Sonia Kashuk eyelid primer, and just angle it upwards just to clean everything up. And then for the lower lash line, I think I'm going to actually take some of that green gel liner on a small blending fluffy brush like this, and just kind of buff it underneath the lower lash line. And then with the same brush, after I kind of wipe off the excess product, I'm going to take the shade Creme Brûlée and Latte and just go right underneath it. And now for the inner corner, I'm going to take the same highlight that I used on my cheekbones, and I'm going to pop some on my inner corner. So I am going to be adding a winged liner. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lineur liner, and I'm also going to be popping on some mascara and some lashes. The lashes that I'm going to use are the Quo Lashes in 803 Naturals. It will be my first time trying these out, but we'll go ahead and see how they work. I am going to be doing it off camera just to save some time, and it's a lot easier for me. But I'll go ahead and be right back once that is done. So now for the lips, I'm going to be using a shade by Wet n Wild Mega Last lipsticks, and this is in the shade 902C, Bear It All, and it's just a darker nude. It's actually a really great dupe for Velvet Teddy or Honey Love by MAC. Something I'm just going to do first is just put on some powder on my lips. This is going to help me get the true color of the lipstick because I do have really dark pigmented lips. I think that this color will turn out 2 to 3 shades darker on my lips than it would normally on anyone else's. So there you have it. That is the completed look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this fall tutorial. I am going to be doing a ton of fall tutorials because I literally have so many planned for you guys and so many different fall looks that I want to do. So I hope you guys don't mind, which I think you guys won't mind because a lot of you guys have actually really complimented me and told me that that the fall colors are actually looking really good on me. So I don't think you guys will mind some more fall tutorials. So hopefully you guys enjoy this look. If you did, please give me a like, thumbs up, guys. Again, it just shows me that you're actually enjoying these fall tutorials and you want me to do more. So like, thumbs up this video if you want me to kind of go through with the other fall looks that I have planned and you actually want me to do more of these. And like, thumbs up for more drugstore tutorials because I think you guys really like the drugstore versions too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will of course see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah. Some dry shampoo just to kind of soak up any excess oils. And the one that I like is the Baptiste Dry Shampoo Clean and Classic one. I love this one. This stuff smells pretty good, but